Welcome to our program. Castro is hosting this program for nationality, and my name is Paciência Satata, jurist in the Castro office, which is located in Lisbon. Today, this program is about Sephardic law, and we are going to talk about nationality and the programs that have been changed previously. And we have invited Isabel Comte, a lawyer, which has a degree in law and masters. So she will explain to us a little bit about the changes that have been happening lately. Welcome to the program, Isabel Comte. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. And you, Paciência?
I'm fine,
thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. So, just to warm up a little bit the climate, tell me, is it still possible to apply for nationality?
Of course, it's still possible to apply for Portuguese nationality if you are a descendant from Sephardic Jew. In fact, the law was amended, of course, but only because they are willing to have more requirements. But you can still apply for it, and you must do it as soon as possible.
So, as you talk about Sephardic, can you please tell me who is the Sephardic Jew?
A Sephardic Jew is a Jew who were born in the peninsula of Iberican because they were born in Spain or Portugal. What happened? In the 15th century, the Catholic kings of Spain decided to have an inquisition, so they decided to expel all the Jews from Spain. And they came to Portugal, believing that they were safe here. Unfortunately, our king decided the same, and so they were expelled at the end of the 15th century. They went to North Africa, to the north of Europe, and even to Turkey. And some years ago, in 2015, our government decided to amend that era of our government and to give the chance of the descendant of those people to get again the Portuguese citizenship.
All right. So how will the person know if they have the right to apply for nationality?
So if you want to know that you can apply for Portuguese nationality because you are a descendant from Sephardic Jew, you must have a genealogical study. So you must have someone of a genealogy who can study and see where are your roots. And here in Castro, we have a team that can help you to see that.
This process of nationality, as an individual, can I apply or a lawyer has to do it? How does it work?
Right now, the government implemented a way to make that application by online. But the only requirement that is you can only do that if you have a lawyer. So please contact us because you will need a lawyer to do that.
All right. Would you please tell me what is the difference between SEAL and SIP? How do these two organizations operate?
So SEAL and SIP are the Israeli community here in Portugal. SIP the headquarters are in Oporto, and mostly the persons who are born in Israel has the meaning to ask them the certificate. SEAL, it's the same. It's a Israeli community too, but the headquarters are here in Lisbon, and mostly the persons who try to have the certificate from them are from America, South America, or Europe.
All right. So would you please tell me what are the benefits of this nationality?
So if you have the Portuguese nationality, first you will have the chance to travel, to study, or to work in Europe, because as you know, Portugal is one of the members of the UA, and so when you have that nationality, you can travel and sit in any kind of country that is a member of Europe. You can also travel without having the need to have a visas for some countries like the United States or Canada.
All right, that's great. Lately, we have been watching what was happening in the parliament due to the changes that were made, the requirements and requests. So people are thinking that they cannot apply anymore for nationality. So would you please explain to us what happened on the 15th of January?
In the 5th of January, the Parliament voted an amendment to the national law. And what happened? You can still apply for Portuguese nationality if you are a descendant from Sephardic Jew. The only thing that changed is they are going to add some requirements. They are going to more strict about those requirements. And so that's why I will advise everybody to ask for that nationality as soon as possible, because right now that law is not implemented, because first the President of the Republic must to approve it, and we don't have that until now.
So meaning the people can still apply for nationality, right? There's no end time.
No, there's no end time, and that's the main force and the main clue that I want to give you. The possibility didn't end.
All right. So for people that have their process of nationality in the conservatory, how can they see and know how it's going?
Right now, we are submitting application for clients that want to do that right now, but we are also helping people who already applied, so they can be sure that someone is going to follow up their application, and we are going to try to help them to speed it up.
So they need the power of attorney, right?
Of course, in Portugal, if you want that a lawyer follow up your application, you must give him or give her a power of attorney. But don't worry, we will explain you how to do this.
So would you please tell us the phases of the process of nationality?
So if you want to apply to Portuguese nationality, in case you can prove that you are a descendant from a Sephardic Jew, is that first you must have that genealogical study. After that, we are going to apply to the certificate near seal or SIP. And after that, we are going to ask you some documents so we can apply for Portuguese citizenship near the conservatoria.
Well, since the requirements have been changed, can a single person apply for the nationality themselves, or they need somebody else help, for example, a lawyer?
Right now, you need a lawyer because, as I said before, you can apply to Portuguese nationality and you must do it online. And until now, the government said that only lawyers can do that. So you really need a lawyer to help you to submit your application.
The new requirements that were made on the law, it talks about bounds. What bounds are these? How do they work?
So bounds, it's the proof that you are asking for Portuguese citizenship, but you are not just asking for it. You are asking for it because you have a proof that you have a bounds that you connect with us, because you know our culture, you know how we feel, you traveled sometimes to our country, you have friends that are Portuguese, maybe you have someone of your family who is already a Portuguese citizen, or even if you have any kind of property here. But don't worry. If you don't have any kind of those bounds, we can help you to prove that you have bounds, because there are several ways to prove it.
All types of bounds are proved, or not all of them?
You just have to prove one of them. You don't need in all those examples that I said.
As we are talking about nationalities for Jews, normally we think about our children because most of us are already getting old, so it's kind of difficult for us to think about nationality. How can we get this nationality and transmit it to our children? And until what age we can ask for this nationality?
Of course, that's one thing that are most important. If you have the Portuguese nationality because you are a descendant from Sephardic Jew, you can transmit your nationality to your minor children. So don't wait until they have turned 18. Do it right now if you have the Portuguese nationality.
And how does this process of transmission work with couples, or for those people that are not yet married and for those that are married?
To those who are married, you must transcribe first your marriage here in Portugal in case you married abroad. And after that, we will submit the application by marriage. The only requirement is that your marriage lasts more than 3 years. In case you are not married, but you are living like a partnership with someone the way that you were married, you must ask for a Portuguese court to recognize your relationship. And after that, we will ask for the Portuguese nationality as you were married.
So this means that people that are married have to subscribe their wedding?
Yes, they must. It's mandatory.
These requirements, they are not yet applied, it's not yet efficient. So when they are, for example, if I have my child that is 17 years old, he's still young. So by the time we apply for nationality, he become older. How does he apply for nationality?
If you are Portuguese, you can ask for him right now because he's a minor. If you don't and he turned 18, you will have to ask and apply for Portuguese nationality the same way that you do, by being proved that he's a Jew, a descendant from Sephardic Jew.
As we have seen, applying for nationality for Sephardic Jew is still available and it's still working. The law was not cancelled, the law is still on running. So if you have any doubts about the Sephardic law, if you have any questions, I would like you to contact our office. The QR code on the screen, you can link in and you can get in contact with us. So I'll ask Isabel to make a quick summary of what we have just spoken here about the process of nationality. So it's still ongoing.
It's still ongoing. And once more, I'll advise you to do this as soon as possible before those requirements so strict will applied.
So dear parents, have you heard Isabel? Thank you, Isabel, for coming in to answer our questions and to clarify them. So everybody at home, as you heard, please hurry up, be quick. Contact us while you can. Don't wait for tomorrow because tomorrow is never promised. And think about your children. They are young. They can still grow, meet the world out there. So I'd like you to get in contact with us. Thank you.